phone with me now is Adam Cole, Global Head of FX Strategy from RBC Capital Markets, to talk to me about their currency projections. Adam, what are your short, mid and long-term projections for the euro-dollar?
In the short term, we think that we can probably see a rebound to the mid-140s as things go relatively quiet in the European periphery for the remainder of the summer, having built in a very large risk premium. At the very least, we expect the risk premium to stabilise. Longer term, however, we still think that the peripheral debt issues will come back to haunt the euro through a variety of channels, be it a renewed focus on Greece or other peripheral countries being brought into the markets area of concern. So longer term, looking out towards the end of the year and beyond, we still target sustained losses in euro-dollar down to around 130.
And what about your forecast for the dollar-yen?
Dollar-yen, we have a rather off-consensus view that the yen can continue to rally from these levels. So that we have an end quarter target of around 78 for dollar yen, and I think we may well get significantly below that during the course of the third quarter. Longer term, I'm more inclined to think the consensus will be right in expecting the yen to sell off, but that will require a rise in US interest rates before the catalyst for that is actually in place. So longer term, I do think that on a 12-month view we could be back up towards 90 or so in dollar yen, but the short-term outlook is very much for a non-consensus view of yen strength.
And finally, where do you see the pound dollar going in the short, mid and long term?
Relative to other currency pairs, is staying caught within a relatively tight range. So that we see cable continuing to trade in the low 160s over both the short and the long term, essentially because the issues facing the US and the UK are so similar in nature. The source of the problems being the weakness of the financial sector. Both have central banks that have been down the quantitative easing route but are unlikely to do so going forwards, and in neither case do we expect interest rates to rise in the near term. So I think generally sterling and the dollar are very similar structural stories, and that essentially will keep the currency pair quite tightly range bound.
Stay tuned for more interviews and currency projections throughout the week. Goodbye for now.